Hello everyone, and welcome to the video where we're going to talk about how to prepare before your baby is ready for solids. So step one that I recommend to every family is making sure all adults caring for the child or feeding the child enroll in a infant CPR and first aid course. It's really important that all adults caring for the child at mealtime are prepared for an unlikely medical emergency such as choking or an allergic reaction. So once you've had everybody enrolled and completed the first aid course, you're in this course now. What is the first step you can do? So step number one is to get their chair ready. And this is my high chair that I'm going to be using. My son is 5 months old tomorrow, and so we're going to be getting him ready for starting solids today. So step number one, like I said, is preparing the chair. So we want this high chair to be a positive experience for your kiddo because they're not having food quite yet, but they're introduced to the place where they're going to be having a lot of meals. So get their chair set up for them. Make sure that their chair is set up so that their hips and their knees are at a 90-degree angle. We don't want to see any dangling feet, so do what you can to make sure that their feet are supported. In some instances, you may need to have a towel behind them so that they're not kind of leaning too far backwards. You want to make sure they're well supported, comfortable in their chair, and give them lots of toys and positive experiences here. So you can do sensory play here, you can do water play here if you want to get messy. Talk to your baby, read to your baby in the high chair, have their sibling get involved and bring your baby some toys. But overall, we want this high chair to be a positive experience for your kiddo. So once they're starting to enjoy the high chair, I want you to bring them to meal times with you. So when you are sitting down for dinner with your family, sit your baby in the high chair. Have them sit here, watch them see what you eat for dinner, watch them watch you, and see as they start to get more and more interested in the food that you're eating. So remember that when we're introducing solids to our baby, this experience is not just about the vitamins and minerals. It's not just about the nutrition. They're learning so much from food. They're learning and experiencing new textures. They're learning fine motor skills, learning how to grab things in different ways as they age. And they're also learning the social experience of mealtime. So if we think about mealtimes as adults, there's a lot of conversation, there's a lot of social connection that we have with other people. And by bringing your baby to the table, even before they're ready to start solids, they start to learn what that social connection is all about. So again, we want to make this a positive experience at mealtimes, and we want to start introducing them to the things that they're going to be seeing at mealtimes. So I recommend giving your baby cups and utensils that they might see at meal times as toys to play with while you're sitting down at the table. So things like the utensil or a baby spoon are great teethers and new novel toys that they may not have seen before, and it can keep them busy while they're sitting at the table with you. You can give them a cup to play with. You can even attach it to like a cup saver so it doesn't fall if they throw it off of the counter. These are all great ways to prepare your baby for their first mealtime. Now, aside from the high chair, what else can you do to prepare your baby for starting solids? So a really big one that we want to encourage is oral exploration. We want to get your baby used to having different textures in their mouth. So one way that we can do that is to brush your baby's teeth every night. So I know your baby might not have teeth yet, and that's okay. But brushing their gums is really great because it gets them exposed to that new texture of a silicone baby brush. So a really common silicone teeth brush that's used for babies is the baby banana, but it comes in lots of different veggies. We actually have like a little chili pepper here. Our dog ate the banana, but we have the chili pepper one. And so these little silicone bristles just give your baby a different oral texture experience that they may have not had with other toys. Also, giving your baby teethers that can reach the back molars can help in the gag reflex. Things like the Fluxy, so this has different textures on each knob, and the Zoli teethers are my favorite, but there's tons of teethers out there that you can try. What you want to look for is texture, so this has like little ribbed edges on it, and things that can reach the back of the mouth. You can also look for things that have this choke guard that would prevent your baby from sticking it too far back in their mouth. All right, so the last two things that you want to do before you're ready to start solids with your baby is shop. Now, you don't have to spend a lot of money, and you definitely can take a minimalist approach, but you will need some supplies. For example, a high chair, baby spoons, a cup. There are definitely some needs when it comes to starting solids for your baby, and I will go through that all in a separate video. And the second thing that you want to do is watch out for the readiness signs of starting solids, and I am also going to talk about that in a separate video. So you want to prepare their space, you want to make it a positive experience, you want to give them lots of toys and teethers and utensils to play with that they may see at meal times. You want to give them oral exploration with different textures. You want to make sure your cupboard is stocked up with the supplies that you need, and you want to watch out for the signs that they're ready to start solid food.